Kevin Young is moving in silence because they tried to sneak this one in yesterday. I think a lot of people barely even noticed, but BYU has announced a new international commit, Aleksej Kostic, who is a high-level shooter, 6'4" guard, shot 36% from three-point range, averaged 6.5 points per game, most recently playing in the Austrian Superliga. He is an Austrian guard. Kostic is. So you can find clips of him all over if you just search his name. Shout out to the Church Ball BYU Hoops pod, the Field of 68's BYU pod that put together some highlight reels here as well. But he apparently, I don't know if this was a different league or what, because I'm seeing write ups that list his numbers at what I just said 6.5 points per game in the Superliga. And then in a different Euro Hoops scouting tweet from June, they said in the Austrian league, the 20-year-old guard was averaging 13 points a game, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. So, look, I feel like with European basketball, international basketball, at least trying to find stats in America can be difficult because you don't really know where to pull from, and not all of the games are always input. There's a lot of different events, and your main league is often different than some of the events you participate in. But no matter where you go, it rings true that this guy's a high level shooter, a shot maker from outside, and a guard with some size on him. 20 years old as he arrives to Provo, and Kevin Young is welcoming him in with open arms. What's your reaction here?
Can I do one thing that will annoy people? And it shouldn't, but I'm gonna do the classic. I comment on a guy's jumper from a guy who doesn't have a jumper, right? It irks me when guys have this wide ass stance when they shoot jumpers. That's the only negative thing I'm gonna say. Otherwise, I just feel like they're getting a guy who's gonna be, I think, end of the bench. And if worse comes to worse, or I don't know, he's better than you think, he'll be able to provide some shooting, right? Like that's what he does. He's a shooter. He's a shooter and he's not small. So, does he factor into this team? I don't necessarily think so. But at the same time, if things go awry, if the worst comes to worst happens, I think you have a guy that can space the floor and knock down threes.
Okay.
And add a guy like that at this point, like, could they have done without him? I honestly think yes. But I mean, to add him, I don't think necessarily is is bad, I guess I would say.
Okay. I mean, I feel like he's Wiener Schnitzel Dallin Hall.
See, please. Okay, then I hate this ad.
But like, I don't know. I do feel like, yeah, look, Dallin
Actually,
Hall
no.
wasn't
Actually, no, no, no. I love that because I was fine with Dallin Hall until they tried to make him a point guard.
right.
That was annoying. But
Right.
they just let him be Wiener Schnitzel, Dallin Hall, shooter, shooter. Then I'm
Right.
fine with that.
This video is brought to you by NBA 2K Labs or maybe college football labs because the people behind 2K Labs have just built something awesome. CFBLabs.com has everything you need to play college football 26 even better. Cart, you've been playing the game, right?
I have been, but I'm behind the eight ball, Gregory. There's a lot of people out there who got a little bit of edge on me, but the good folks over at 2K Labs got me covered. They got the playbooks I need, the plays, the head-to-head coaches, knowing some teams. Obviously, way too many college football teams. I need the inside edge here, and they got all different types of things to help me get that edge.
Yeah, I jumped in and started playing Road to Glory over the weekend, and I ended up like a two-star recruit that did not get one snap in season one because I chose the wrong school with the wrong roster that was way too loaded. Had I known that CFBLabs.com exists, I would have made a much more wise decision in my Road to Glory mode. They've got teams, playbooks, coaches, team comparison tools. You can literally see every single play in the game, every player in the game, their rating, what they're good at, all in one consolidated place online to help you make the right choices and win more games in college football 26. CFBLabs.com. Go check it out. And Dallin Hall was not a Kevin Young recruit, but I don't know. I feel like if you were going to nitpick the BYU roster coming into the season, I think one of the things you could nitpick is they don't have a lot of guys who are strictly there to spray from three, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
I
that's
think
different than last year,
yeah, they have one. I think they have one guy that is set to spray from three, and
which is
that's
who.
that's Mears, right?
Yeah. Tyler Moose.
That,
Yeah.
yeah, is it Bruce?
Well, but at the same time, they have a lot of capable shooters. Like Nate Pickens can shoot. Tyler Moose
Yeah,
can shoot.
yeah,
Uh,
the capable guys, but I'm talking like just designated
yeah.
snipers.
Like you're gonna run actions specifically for this guy to like come off a screen and splash.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I do feel like this kid can do that. But I'm with you. The film on the shot is not what I would have expected when it's like they got a shooter, you know?
yeah. That was kind of the point out. Like it's weird. It's weird.
But
It's very the feet are very wide. It's like very um I it's very Lucas Marble-esque.
he kind of kicks his feet every shot.
Yeah.
And like if he has a wide open three, it becomes a fadeaway three,
Yeah.
which
I
I
don't like
think I
that.
love. Like if those shots go in, that's so fun.
If it goes in, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think this is what Kevin Young should be doing, like to round out a bench roster?
To be honest with you, I didn't think it needed rounding out. I thought we were kind of good. Let's just work on what we got.
As far as I can tell, this is the 15th guy and final guy that they could possibly add. They had 14 listed on the roster for this year, while they have Chamberlain Burgess and Brooks Barr on missions this year. So I think this is it. Um, I don't hate this. Like, if this is truly the 15th guy, try to get a little international pipeline going, right? Obviously, it mattered last year. Dude, this isn't Yegor, but I feel like the more international routes that BYU can become a landing spot for, the better that is for the future.
Yeah. Do we know if Young is working some pipelines here? Like, does coach have a brother? Does he like a teammate?
Yeah, basically, who's the best Austrian player there is right now?
Yeah,
You know?
I'm gonna get in the Austrian mud quickly and get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. All right. How many minutes total does he play this season?
Total. Ooh. I think I'm not gonna do the math to embarrass myself, but I think he's at most like a 3 minute a game guy.
I bet he only appears in like 3 or 4 games.
Just like never really gets there.
Yeah, but I bet he hits at least one ridiculous three that has both of us like really excited.
Here's where you're wrong though. He'll play in more than 3 or 4 though.
Why?
We know how BYU schedules.
Oh, this is true. This guy's gonna be great in the Devonta vlogs, I think.
Yeah, he will. He actually might end up being the cameraman.
I feel like he'd be a good guy for AJ to like bounce off of a little bit, you know?
Yeah, like AJ just loves asking him questions, and coach is just like, AJ, you so stupid.
Like that's Aleksej, man. He's so funny. Like
You stupid, AJ.